What's up, y'all? I am kind of in a loopy mood. I don't know how to describe it. It's like when I get tired, I tend to get like a high effect to me, right? And if you just watched my reaction video to Game Oververse, then you'll know that this was recorded immediately after. I scrolled TikTok for like 5 minutes, and I was like, you know what, I should record. I got some thoughts, and TikTok gave me some thoughts, and I kind of want to just talk. While we play a ranked game of Stadium as the greatest Stadium support that there is, which is Bridget. She's genuinely so good. She's just so fucking good in Stadium. Actual gameplay, hell no. She's ass, garbage. Probably the worst support. Um, but in Stadium, she's the best. Oh, anyways, so I want to talk about first thing I want to talk about. My voice is fucked up. And it reminded me because I talked. There's an animator on TikTok. I have no idea her name. She's the animator that takes a picture of herself, blurs out her face, and then draws over the blur. You probably know what I'm talking about. I'm probably describing it really poorly, but basically, she made some weird comments with her brother, some incestuous type of deal. I'm not accusing. Make that clear. Not accusing anything. I'm not saying they're in an incestuous relationship, etc., etc. But it's weird comments to make. Like they said, like the brother said, like, "Shh, good girl" or something like that. Like that's not the kind of shit you say to your sister. You don't say that shit to your sister, dude. That's weird as fuck. And it got me thinking about some shit. I bet you none of you watching this right now or listening to this right now know about my channel, Z9 Fanfics, but it's a channel I had. Unfortunately, I've lost the password to it. I no longer have the password to that channel. So, I can't make more fanfic videos. Fuck, right? Fuck. But basically, that channel was just, I would read fanfics. It was something that you listen to. You don't watch it, but you listen to it, right? And I think it was entertaining. It was not, like, hard to do, but I didn't necessarily like doing it, so I stopped doing it after a while. But I don't know if those videos are actually good. They were recorded on my old microphone, which was my headset mic, so they're not very good audio quality, but there's something you turn on in the background, right? Kind of like I do that same thing for Lil Cow videos. I watch Lil Cow videos all the time. It's just background noise, right? And um basically I covered this series of stories. Can we get a fucking match? Goddamn. About the Loud House. And I remember the incestuous themes from that. And I just have to wonder, like, what is the thing with incest that is like, I don't know, like, what is it about incest that people find attractive? Like, I'm genuinely confused on, like, there's billions of guys out there, and the one that you can't date, you want, right? Like, is weird, man. It's weird. I get first pick. um, oh shit, Korean Mercy, and she's playing damage. Disappointing, man. Um, but what was I gonna say? Oh, so um, oh god. So I don't understand incest or incest fetishes, and I understand there's weird fetishes out there. You know, like, don't get me wrong, I understand. People like different things. Oh, I'm sorry. The game audio is on. My bad. My bad. My bad. My bad. There you go. That's better. Beautiful. And fetishes, like, I get it. But having like a sister fetish, I genuinely could never understand that, right? And I think what it is either it's grooming or it is some kind of porn addiction, right? And if you've suffered through a porn addiction, you know that it can whatever the opposite of blossoming is. I mean blossom in a bad way. right? Those people, I hate to break the news to you, but the people who unironically like femboys and that kind of stuff, those are just porn addicts. Like, I'm being, like, actually dead ass. I'm not just saying that because, like, I don't find that shit funny, but it's like genuinely people who genuinely stroke their shit to femboy. Again, I'm not trying to be funny, but people who genuinely, like, unironically stroke their shit to femboys, those are the people who are suffering from a porn addiction, right? Because that's what it does is you start off perfectly straight, but as you go down that rabbit hole, and it's the same thing. I don't want to compare people who watch femboys and compare that to people who watch child porn, but it is the same rabbit hole, right? It's the same exact rabbit hole, and it's a scary path, right? As you go through, it's more intense. First couple times that you watch porn, it's just, I just need to look at a vagina, and that's all I want, right? That's how it starts. But then you go down the route of, like, she needs a bigger butt, bigger boobs, her boob shape is wrong. Like, you go down and start getting particular, and then you start getting curious about, like, oh, femboys, she-males, that kind of thing, right? And I'm not trying to sound disgusting. I'm just trying to keep it real, you know? And, it's a dark path, man, because it's the same thing. The same thing that leads you down that path is the same stuff that leads you to child porn, because it's the same exact thing of acting on urges. That's all it ever is it's just acting on urges, man. And it's a disgusting, sick path, but it's a path that people go down. You don't realize how dangerous porn is for you until it's way too late, right? And I think part of that has to be because if you just beating your shit to femboys, that's not illegal, that's not wrong, you're a porn addict, but, like, I would 100,000,000% rather you just beat your shit to femboys than fucking, like, act on it, right? And I don't mean act on it like, oh, you had sex with a guy dressed as a woman. Like, that's not bad. I mean, you're a freak, don't get me wrong, but it's like, you're not going to jail for that. You're not doing anything wrong. It's the people who act on the urges of children. That's how that's how pedophiles are made. Right? It is exactly how pedophiles are made. Is your mind gets curious, right? You find child porn, and it's, again, it's more intense. I need more intense things. I need more intense. And then you get to the point where the porn isn't good enough. You need to act on your urges. Fuck. Okay. And that's how pedophiles are made. By the way, if you never knew that, that's literally how every single pedophile, that's how they're made. Right there. Is it all starts with just videos of girls twerking, and it, like, literally that's why, dude, porn addiction is genuinely the worst drug that we have, right? Because it's the fact that it's so accessible is the real problem, right? Don't clip that. Don't fucking clip that. Because, like, fentanyl kills you. But, like, genuinely, tell me right now, if you wanted fentanyl right now, how would you get it? You have no fucking clue, do you? You have no idea. Chances are you have no clue. I pray to God you don't know. I pray to God you don't know how to get fentanyl. But most people don't know how, right? And that's a great thing. Porn is a 4-letter word search. All you gotta do is type porn into Google, go to videos, and you have everything at your disposal. And the problem is that anybody can access it, right? What's the difference between, like, how hard is it to get as an adult versus how hard is it to get as a kid? I'm gonna be real personal here, and again, I'm not trying to be gross. I'm just spitting straight facts. But the first time that I looked at porn, I was in like 7th grade, maybe 6th grade, right? 6th fucking grade, and I was looking at porn. You know? That's fucked up. Speaking of fucked up, I can't get hard light weave. Um, and I didn't even have a chance, right? And that's what I think really sucks, is I never had a chance. I never had a shot. But what was I supposed to do about it, right? What was I supposed to do about it? I guess there's nothing I could have done about it, because I was curious. I started watching it, right? And I fell down the rabbit hole, right? And the fucking Jews in the chat arguing over who's gayer. Sorry, it's hard to play and talk, but I think it's the same thing to go all the way back to siblings. Is it's porn. It needs to be more intense. What do you think is the most common topic? The most common topic is easily, that was a great use of shield by my teammates. The most common topic is stepsister porn. And why do you think stepsister porn is? Personally, I always thought of stepsister porn as just two young people, right? Not young as in children, obviously, but young as in just like a young girl. Not young. Every time I say young girl, it sounds terrible. Young as in like teen. Fuck, that sounds even worse. I'm 19, so don't crucify me, please. I swear to God. But like it's like a 20-year-old girl. But some people genuinely consider that. They hear, "What are you doing, step bro?" And that right there, that's right there is what they find the hottest part of that video, right? And those are freaks. Those are sick fucking freaks. That's what those are. And it's those kind of people. That's what leads into I need the real thing. That's exactly what it leads into. It's stepsister porn is kind of like child porn. let's break it here. Let's break it here. Okay. It's the same exact route, just at a less intense road, right? Now, of course, you watch stepsister porn. You're not a fucking pedophile, right? You're not a pedophile. Do not clip that bullshit either. You're not a pedophile. But I will say, it's the same route with less consequences. Still, having sex with your sister can obviously lead to some really bad situations, scenarios. Having a kid with your sister is, obviously terrible. And potentially ruining your family dynamic. You could break up an entire family doing that shit, dude. You could break up an entire family doing that, right? It's terrible. It's genuinely terrible. And are we kidding? We're losing, by the way. Thank you. Fucking lost my train of thought. Sorry to do this. Fuck, dude. And that's what I think this all sparks from, right? It's all porn. And that's why I always say, bro, like, okay, fuck you. Porn is like the worst drug because it leads to that kind of shit. Right? It does lead to that kind of shit. It leads to all bad problems, right? And viewing women in a bad manner and stuff, and looking, if the first thing you look at on a woman is her boobs or her butt, that's how you're gone. That's how you know you're gone, right? And because her, like, genuinely, it's like my mom used to always say this, right? Is you're gonna spend a lot more time talking to somebody than you are gonna be looking at somebody, right? It's true. That's 100% true, right? Is um sorry, I'm thinking of so much at once. You If you value somebody by how they look, and I know I'm preaching something that I myself kind of don't believe in, right? And I think that might be part of it too. Is if I'm gonna date somebody, I don't want them to be hideous, right? Of course, I value them. I'm not going to value them for their boob size or their butt, the shape of their ass. Like, who cares? You only care about that stuff when it's porn, because that's what porn does. Is it instills that any woman you talk to or any woman that you meet has to have that perfect thing, or it's an immediately it's like disgusting, right? Even though she might be perfect personality, she might literally be like your perfect candidate for a wife, right? And like there's like genuine like gay role play happening in the chat. I hate this shit. But let me lose my train of thought. Completely lost it. Damn. Get my shield up. Oh my god. Okay. But it redefines what your opinion of a good woman is, right? When you think of if you were building the perfect wife, of course you say, nice, nice, can take a joke. I can't cook for shit, so she's got to cook, right? 1950s household. That kind of stuff. But then you get down to it, and like, yeah, I want her to have some good boobs. I want her to, have a little bit back there. I actually like smaller girls, like small in terms of like ass. I don't like a lot of ass. I won't lie. Boobs, boobs are good. Just that full stop. Boobs are good. But the fact that I even clarify that, it's almost part of that too. You know, like I really care about like how she's built. I mean, look at myself, right? I'm not perfect. I'm nowhere near perfect physically. And what right do I have to judge somebody else for that, right? I don't have any right to judge for it. And because of the porn and how it plagues your mind, you get that idea that like I have that right to talk. Like she's just gotta like learn to like be with a fucking loser like me. Like I am gonna stroke my shit to other women. You just have to acknowledge that that's a part of your life now. Like it's basically what it is, man. It's basically what it is. And it's the addiction. It's the addiction, man. And it's not even porn addiction that can lead to this kind of shit. Like you really think about it, like addiction has so many different routes, and drugs, sex, whatever. I think a sexual addiction can arguably be worse than a porn addiction, though, because porn will rewire your thoughts. Porn will 100% rewire your brain, right? But sex will lead to diseases and souring relationships with women. I mean, what if you sleep with a psychopath and you wake up and she just like straight up stabs you? Like it can lead you down bad routes, right? With porn, you're not hurting anybody but yourself. You can hurt other people, though. You hurt other people as a sex addict. Gambling can destroy everybody around you. And it's kind of crazy the depths people will go. I saw a video of a guy who he used his credit card. He used his credit, like money he didn't have, and he bought a laptop, went to a pawn shop, sold the laptop for cash, went to the casino and lost all that cash. Now he just owes $400, and he did that all for a small dopamine rush. You know? And that's crazy. You know? Any sensible person wouldn't do that. It's like just a general like kind of dopamine. It just rewires everything in you, you know. And then when it comes to if so it's weird how we work in a way. No dopamine means you're bored. That's not good. But too much dopamine can get you addicted to something, right? Like for example, even something on a small scale. I really like Rainbow Six Siege. I now have like 7 days of playtime in Rainbow Six Siege, right? And thinking about how much I could have been out, enjoying the world, but instead I sat inside and played Siege. Same thing with Overwatch. Same thing with, Roblox. I've got probably thousands of hours on Roblox. I really enjoy Roblox. Not so much recently, but that life I'll never get back. And I'm not saying, video games are bad. Obviously, I love video games, right? Kind of. I don't know. I've been unemployed for the last 3 months. And I've been quickly finding that, like, video games, I get bored of them. Not because the games itself are boring, but it's because it's not so much an escape anymore as it is video games are the only thing I do. Genuinely, today, for example, I woke up at 8 in the morning. I always wake up at 8 just because got to keep a routine, got to keep some kind of balance. And I got up, I sat down in this chair. I played video games until about 1 p.m., so like 6 hours. Went to the store, got sushi, a noodle bowl, came back here, and I've been in this chair for the last 10 hours. Today was a wasted day. You know what I'm going to do tomorrow? Probably the exact same thing. But I'm oddly okay with it. And I think that's probably the worst thing that I could ever say, is that I'm okay with this lifestyle. Because I'm really not. But I think I am. Because we almost like kind of just learn to be with our negatives, right? I'm not saying we as a whole. I don't know what kind of issues I have where I can't fix myself no matter what, but I can't do it. It's like my brain has been wired or something. I don't know. It's my fault. End of the day, it's my fault for why I have muscle, but I don't have a lot of muscle. I should put on more muscle. I should try to become attractive. That's what I tell myself. I should try to become attractive. I have weights down here. I can go for a run. I've been doing this for so long. Like I said, I've been unemployed for months. And I get gassed out running up the stairs. I'm like, I'm okay with this? I'm really okay with this lifestyle? Apparently I am. Because I haven't done shit to change it. And I always say, every day, every single fucking day, I always say, okay, today's the day I work out. I don't know what's going on with me. Genuinely. I haven't worked in months. I have money, but I don't want to spend that money. I'm dipping into a savings account to buy Siege skins. I'm fucking pathetic. And fuck. I probably need a therapist. That's what I need. Give me some antidepressants. I don't have any fucking motivation to do anything. Even just looking around. This place I live in is a shithole. I don't have any motivation to fix it. My arms are getting skinnier by the day. I'm losing stamina. I don't have any motivation to fix it. But at the end of the day, I'm going to say everything's fine. My life is perfectly fine. And then like a fucking slave, I'm going to go to Pornhub for the 6th time today. I don't... Sorry, a little bit oversharing there, but it's like a slave being told to do something, but I'm not even being told to do anything. by somebody, you know? Like I'm just myself is telling me to do things that do not benefit me. And I'm just sitting here like a puppy dog. Yes, master. Yes, master. Oh, what's that? My brain is telling me I need to play Overwatch for another 2 hours, go in my room, goon, and go to bed. Okay. I'm a slave to it. I don't even think I have terrible addictions. You know, I'll come right out and say I have a porn addiction. It was always I can quit whenever I wanted to. But like I said earlier in this video, I started watching porn in like 6th grade. And I've been watching it ever since. Genuinely, how do you go about getting rid of an addiction that you've had for 7 years? Because if you have any advice, I would love to hear it. I have nothing. I've done about everything. Okay? And I don't know what to do about it. I seriously don't know what to do about it. I need to distract myself. That's what. But I won't pick anything up. I won't. I need to distract my mind. But I won't pick up a weight. I won't do that. You know? We're like deep, complex creatures, right? We lust, we love, we care, we appreciate, right? But it's the struggles that take our goals out of our hands, right? Realistically, every goal in my life has been accomplishable. Right. My first goal ever in life was to play sports professionally, like any other kid, right? Unfortunately, that dream was taken from me. Maybe I'll tell that story one day. Not today, though. And my other dreams, I want to be a voice actor. That's genuinely my big life goal. Would be to be a professional voice actor. That would be perfect. That would be the perfect life for me. That's something I'm actually passionate about. And the other thing is YouTube, which unfortunately both of the jobs that I'd like to have are both, entertainment dream jobs that everybody had those dreams when they were, an elementary school kid. Book Feature, right? You look at Book Feature. I've collabed with that guy a ton of times. Why doesn't Book Feature post anymore? Because he grew out of YouTube. Right? Everybody had that dream of becoming a YouTuber when they were in elementary school. I'm the only person that never dropped being a YouTuber. I still want to be a YouTuber. And this sounds silly. This sounds really silly. If you consider how good my content is. If you actually look at my gaming channel, Z9 Games 2, and you look at the content, you see how fucking shit it is. I fucking hate my content. I have dreams of like I succeed and I do well and I get to live this fucking life where I'm playing video games and I'm doing it for a fucking living. I'm live streaming and making hundreds of dollars. That's my fucking goal, man. You look at somebody like Wings of Redemption, someone who tortures themselves to be on camera. I would kill for that life, man. I would kill for that life. As pathetic as his life is, that is my goal. In a way. I don't want to be like him, but in a way, that's my goal. Right? And I hope I can accomplish that goal. I want to accomplish that goal. Millions of subscribers. Making the content that I want to. I make more than gameplay. I make edits. I love to make edits. Obviously, gameplay is my number one. I have a manga channel that I don't tend to. I want to do fanfics again at some point. That sounds fun. I want to do some kind of show, you know, and man. I I'm mixed between I've had opportunities and I haven't had opportunities, you know? Because I've had videos of mine blow up, but they're not the kind of videos that I want to make blow up. I think my three most viewed videos, I can recite them. Number one is most epic Madden replay, which was a shit post, essentially. I recorded a replay in a Madden game. It's an old ass Madden too, not even a new one. And it's not a cool clip at all, and it got 24,000 views. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that stupid? That's what blows up? And then my second most viewed video is another Madden replay. That one got like 6K views. And then my third, I think it's got to be probably my Forza Horizon crash. Or might be Resident Evil 4 Episode 5. Those both have ones. I think Resident Evil 4, I can fact check myself right now. Resident Evil 4 Episode 5 had like 700 now that I think about it. Now that I'm actually thinking about it. Let's see this here. Wrong channel. I'm on Z9 Games. I need to be on Z9 Games too, buddy boy. Buddy boy. Oh shit. SML uploaded, nice. And give me popular. I was right. Oh damn. I was way off. I thought it was Forza Horizon 178 mile per hour crash. It's a video I made 4 years ago, got 172 views. But my third one is actually Resident Evil 4 Episode 5. And then my fourth one is Jurassic Fart. It was a Horror Friday from last year when I did Horror Fridays. And then my fifth one is Exposing Invisible from 5 years ago. And then Roblox Superstar Baseball. Traveling a great distance to meet a Nico girl. That one got a lot of views because people wanted to see what was at the end of the game. Fun fact. And I actually did beat the game. I feel like I made a walkthrough almost. Anyways. Oh, fuck, dude. Like, I've had opportunities, I guess, to blow up. But it's not like I haven't taken advantage of it. I mean, what was special about Resident Evil 4 Episode 5 that I didn't do in the rest of that series? Maybe I bitched and complained less in that one. I fucking hated Resident Evil 4. I fucking hate that game so goddamn much. Fuck Resident Evil 4. Maybe how to cure porn addiction is to get pussy. Maybe that's true. Maybe that's how you break the... sorry, yawning. Maybe that's how you break a curse. Is you get rid of the goon. I just gotta find a girl who's willing. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Right? Oh, man. So much. So much in this world. There's so much in this world to go get. I just don't have the motivation to get it. That's what really sucks, man. Knowing that I could have my dreams. You know, I'm sitting here reading romance, light novels, like a fucking cock. It almost feels like a cock. Because, like, that could be me. I feel like I'm romantic. I just don't know any girls. I don't know any girls at all. You know, I have homegirls, but I wouldn't date them. You know, shout out my homegirls. Oh, I think I should go to bed. I hope you enjoyed this video. I try to keep it as real as possible. You know, I need I don't know, sometimes I just need something to talk to. And a microphone is a great thing to talk to, I guess. I don't know. Sometimes I get deep. Sometimes I don't like to get deep. Is what it is, my boy. You know what I'm saying? How's that sound? Okay. See ya.